Hello everybody, my name is 711 and welcome to the playoffs of the Pokemon Battle Association Season 5. This is round 2 of the playoffs, and I am battling Ace. And guys, this is going to be a really crazy battle, and let me tell you why. First of all, one big thing is that Ace had an incredible regular season. Out of 32 players, Ace and I held the longest winning streak. We both met our first loss in week 7. We both started 6-0. So that is absolutely crazy. If you look at his roster, he has incredible sand synergy with the, what do you call it, the Gigalith, with the Excadrill, with the Landorus. Even though Sheer Force is legal, also so is Sand Force. I think that's what it is, or Sand Veil, something like that. He has Mantine. That's potential. Shaman. I'm really surprised he didn't bring Shaman. But I'm looking at this now. By the way, this is a little bit of a post commentary because I battled the first time without any sort of volume by accident. The microphone was not working, and so I'm still using the original footage, but that's what's going on. So I brought a Life Orb Lifeguard. I brought the Damp Rock Mailman, Life Orb, Solar Panel, Choice Scarf, Ditto. I have Clever Girl, Salazzle as Choice Scarf this week, Leftovers, Stealth Rock, and Celebi. So let's start off this battle. Good game, Ace. Good game to you. Let's see how this goes. So this is a very crucial, of course, playoffs. And so he starts off with Meloetta. Yeah, Meloetta. Tier 4. And I lead with Buddy, and I want to set up my Stealth Rock. This is a great opportunity to see what kind of set this Meloetta is. And Meloetta goes straight for the... I think it goes straight for the U-turn, if my memory serves. But I want to get up my rocks. And so that is the plan of action right now. So I do go for Stealth Rock. And like I said, this is a post commentary because the microphone was not working. So I'm still using the original footage, so there will be some pauses while I'm thinking about my moves. So that was some pretty solid damage here. And does Mimikyu come in now? I remember during this battle that he brings in Mimikyu against Buddy the Elf. And the reason why is because I don't particularly have a good Fairy Resist. And so he wanted to bring a Choice Banded Mimikyu in order to really just really punch big holes in my team. So that is what he's going to do. I don't remember if that's what he does right now. As a matter of fact, that is exactly what he does. So Mimikyu is in, gets hurt by Stealth Rock. Now here's the thing, right here, is this Celebi is actually almost maximum special defense. And I only have 36 leftover speed EVs that I threw into speed. So when I see this play rough, I assume Scarf. I assume Scarf when it's not actually Scarfed. Okay. So I do go for U-turn. It does bust the disguise, which is fine. And actually, in hindsight, I probably could have just set the rain right there because Buddy had Rain Dance, and Floatzel would be able to come in quite nicely. But of course, Mantine is going to be a pretty big problem for Floatzel, especially because Mantine gets both Roost and Defog to get rid of some of those pesky Stealth Rock for him. So, what did I go into? I think I went, oh yeah, I went into Mailman. I can set rain here, and that's exactly what I do. And the reason why is Mailman is max defense once again. Mailman has some pretty good defenses. Let me take a quick look up here. Base 100 defense. 60 HP is okay, I guess. But it's really not all that bad. Okay, so he withdraws and Pancake comes in. And who is Pancake? That is the Mantine. So I do go for a U-turn here, so I do get some switch initiative. And this is really interesting, guys, because for a while, I'm just tormented that it's hard for me to go for Thunder with Landorus Incarnate, and it's hard for me to go for Hidden Power Ice with Mantine. I know that Hidden Power Ice is neutral, but it really doesn't act neutral in any sort of situation. No situation does it act neutral. Even the Hidden Power Electric doesn't really do the job. So basically, it's really hard for me to predict a good Thunder. It's really hard for me to predict a good Hidden Power Ice. And you know what? I could do a middle ground play and go for Surf. But you know what? Mantine can just eat that up anyway, you know, in case I'm predicting a Gigalith switch. So, here's a switch. In comes the Rock, because that's a pretty safe bet for him. And here's the Sandstream. So, good thing I saved Pelipper. So, I did go for the Hidden Power Ice in an attempt to predict the Landorus, and I get hurt by Life Orb and Sand. So at this point, I believe I probably switch out. Yeah, so that's I do switch, and I figure this is probably a good time to go into Mailman, I believe, is what I did. So I go into Mailman, and Mailman brings back the rain, which is very nice. Very, very nice. And he sets his own Stealth Rocks, and I'm looking at my team. Stealth Rock hurts 2 guys. My Clever Girl is Choice Scarf instead of Life Orb this week. So that is going to help a bit. I'm thinking what to do here. I really don't think that he's going to stay in because the rain is here. And I could easily go for a Surf here. So I'm predicting Mantine to come in here on Pelipper. And so I went for Knockoff. I think that this cut out. Anyway, what happened back there was I went for Knockoff, and he missed a Stone Edge. And so that was really bad for him. And I don't really remember what happened there, but what I do know is that Mantine is now in, and I am toxic, and I went for a U-turn. I think I do recall that the capture card did freeze back there. So now I have to probably go right back into Solar Panel. Either Solar Panel or Floatzel. Nothing on his team really wants to switch in, especially onto a Crunch. So I do go into Solar Panel, and I am hurt by the Stealth Rock, of course. Dry Skin brings a good bit of that health back, and I'm sitting kind of comfortable here. Not super comfortable, but I'm really trying to get some more momentum back in here, and that's really hard to do because I could go for Thunder, but Landorus is the perfect switch in. Could go for Hidden Power Ice, but if Mantine stays in, then that's no fun. If I go for Surf, again, Mantine stays in and eats that up. So I really don't have... I mean, Solar Panel has really awesome coverage for his whole team, to be honest. I mean, Thunderbolt, Hidden Power Ice, U-Turn, Surf. I have a lot of really great coverage for his team, but it's really hard to make some good predictions and get them right, if you know what I'm trying to say. So he does withdraw Pancake. In comes Tier 4 Lull, and this is starting to scare me a little bit. I do nail a Thunderbolt, and yeah, Dry Skin is really helping with, you know, Life Orb stuff. We see Leftovers, which guarantees that I am faster, which is really nice. And I do believe that my best play here is to go into making a U-turn. If I make a U-turn and I go into Celebi to sack it, then that gives me good initiative, and that could just get me right back into this game. He does have the Stealth Rock up, and so I don't think that Celebi is able to survive the Stealth Rock entry hazards. So that is the situation that I am up against right now. So I do go for U-turn, and that does a okay damage. I'm not sure if Meloetta is gets in any recovery outside of rest. I really can't remember off the top of my head. But this is probably the best opportunity for me to sack Buddy to the Stealth Rock. Yeah, so the Stealth Rock setter, Gigalith, the Rock, does get a kill after so long. There's finally a kill. So let's see now what happens. Who do I send in? And I send in Lifeguard. Okay, Lifeguard, this is your opportunity to shine. I know you're shiny, but this is your opportunity to really shine. Put in some work for the Pittsburgh Thunderbolts. As I grab my laptop charger, because I'm on 4%. Now, he does have a solid waterfall switch in. So Meloetta goes out, and do I click Crunch here? I think I click Crunch here. Those Stealth Rock damage is really helping. Oh, that's right, I go for Ice Punch. Ice Punch does a lot of damage to a lot of his team. You know, Ice Punch hits the Komodo. Ice Punch hits the Landorus. Remember that the... Oh yeah, I went for Rock Tomb there. I kind of felt like Rock Tomb would help out. I know it's pretty weak, but one, Life Orb helps a lot, but it was super effective on a couple things on his team. It would have been super effective on the Darmanitan, and you know what? That was just really clutch. That was just really clutch. So Rain is gone for now. One of my Rain setters, Celebi, is gone. And I don't think this is when I don't think this is when the Komodo comes in, I don't think. But this is a pretty scary situation, not gonna lie. Remember the Mimikyu, the disguise is broken, so that's nice. I think it's still full health. And who does he send in here? None other than the Pancakes. Pancakes, okay. Komodo. So he does send in Komodo here. So I'm adamant Life Orb this week. I need a lot. I'm thinking about what I should do here. Because I did gain some momentum, and to be honest, Komodo is a pretty bulky Pokemon, and Ice Punch is not going to kill the Komodo, that's for sure. So what I have to do now is try to find the right switch and bring the Rain back so that Lifeguard can put in some more work. So Lifeguard does come back. Mailman comes in. Yes, I'm toxic. Yes, I have pointed stones. The Stealth Rock come in, and here's the Drizzle right back. And he goes for the Z. I think this is a Z Poison Jab. I think this is Acid Downpour. If memory serves. Yeah, Acid Downpour, probably Poison Jab. So this is a base. This is a pretty strong move, and I actually do eat that. I am very, very surprised that I ate that. And I was doing a calculation. I was thinking, well, I can live a Poison Jab. I can live a Poison Jab. And so I stayed in, but then I was like, oh, that's right, he probably has Stab. Stab Dragon Claw. So that was a really bad play on my part. I was not thinking, and Mailman went down. I was thinking that I would be able to live on like 1 or 2 with, from a Poison Jab. I did the calculation, and I thought I was going to live a Poison Jab, but if you have Stab, then, then things just don't go your way so easily. So I'm pretty desperate right now to put a lot of damage on to this Komodo, and so that's the Ice Punch there. So Dragon Claw is going to easily take out Floatzel, Lifeguard, and now this is a pretty interesting match because, you know what, I have 2 Choice Scarf users, I have a pretty fast Pokemon in the back as well, being Solar Panel. Clever Girl, Xerox, they're both pretty darn fast. So, I was pretty scared. I was very scared. Can a Hidden Power Ice actually kill? I was pretty nervous about that, and it's like, well, there's no use calking because he's already in, and that's what I'm going to do. So I go for the Hidden Power Ice, I believe. Oh, he actually withdraws. In comes the rock, and now the rain is gone. And in comes the sand. And let's see how much this Hidden Power Ice does. This is a rock type in the sand. that does not do enough to knock out the rock. And so I had Stealth Rock damage when I came in, I'm taking Life Orb damage, and now I'm taking Sand damage. Solar Panel is getting worn down, and worn down, and worn down. But I am free to go for Surfs now. Nothing is going to switch in, and Solar Panel is essentially going to get a kill here. He withdraws back into Pancakes, that's Komodo. And I do go for Surf. And does that take it out? That does not take it out. We saw the Z move, so Solar Panel is going to be faster than Pancakes, and I'm going to be able to kill it next turn. I actually do go for U-turn here because it was going to kill, even without the critical hit. And whenever I do take it out, then that gives me a chance to go into Clever Girl, and Clever Girl is hopefully going to get a kill here. Stealth Rock, that does do a good bit of damage, unfortunately, and the Sand. I'm not sure what my plan was, why I did that, but had I gone for the like the Surf with Solar Panel, then that would have given me a much better situation, because Solar Panel walls Mimikyu. I'm faster than Mimikyu, and I'm immune to Shadow Sneak. So I'm looking back at this now, and I really don't know why I did that. But Clever Girl is the fastest thing between the two, between both our teams right now. Base 117. I believe I am Timid. Yeah, I'm Timid. I'm Choice Scarf. And I believe right now he brings in the Landorus. And this series of events right here is bringing a lot of mind games into this battle. And you'll see why in a little bit. It's just bringing a lot of mind games into play here because, well, how important is Clever Girl? How important is Xerox? How important is Solar Panel? You know what I'm saying? So I figured that I wanted to preserve my Choice Scarf, and I decided to bring in Solar Panel, and there's an Earth Power, and down goes Solar Panel. That was a really unfortunate misplay for me. It would have been a lot better if I put in some solid damage with a fire type move, such as Flamethrower from Clever Girl. So now I'm in here with this Imposter, and I'm looking at this moveset that this Roast Lord has, and from my memory, he has Hidden Power, he has Earth Power, he has Rock Polish, and one other move, I forget. But I think Rock Slide maybe. But in any case, he has Hidden Power Ice. This is a very good prediction, very good preparation on Ace's part. And Hidden Power Ice is on his Landorus, and I think that, just by the way, like I didn't plan for I didn't make a Hidden Power Ice Ditto. I just brought, you know, some good IVs on Ditto, and I think that this Ditto has Hidden Power Dragon. I think. So that means that Mimikyu walls. So I do go for Hidden Power. Let's see how much damage this does. it does some decent damage, but then there's a rock polish, and now he's faster. Sandstorm subsides, but that's not going to matter because he can just go for Hidden Power Ice on Xerox, and he can go for Earth Power, I believe, on Clever Girl. So this is going to be a 4-0 loss for me in the playoffs, and so I'm out. But you know what? Ace played incredibly well. I played pretty well, except for one misplay here or there, and it ended up costing me in the end. It really did. Ultimately, I think that the biggest misplay is whenever I went for U-turn with solar panel. I really could have played that so much better. And what it ended up coming down to is that I valued the Choice Scarf Clever Girl over the Life Orb Solar Panel. So that's the end of the game. But great battle, Ace. You did a smashing job in the regular season, and you deserve to advance into the semifinals now. And thank you guys so much for watching. And if you enjoyed, then like this video, comment on this video, share it with your friends, and click subscribe if you haven't already. I will be posting the final battle in a couple of days, and I look forward to that. So thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.